Hey party people, it's me, Sunny, your favorite person in the world after yourself. I came here to tell you that life just happens. Like, life unfolds the way it unfolds. And there's nothing we can do about it. So, we can either hate it, or we can decide, okay, this shit is wild, but I'll take it, and I'm gonna roll with it because I know that everything always happens for me. And at the core, I am unconditional love and abundance and freedom and beauty and prosperity and all of these things, because that's just simply who I am in nature, by nature, and so are you. And so why in the world would shitty things happen to me? Why would I manifest that into my life anymore? Back in the day when we didn't know better, when we felt like victims to circumstance and victims to relationship that didn't work out or something like that, we felt like life is against us. But that's just because we were against ourselves. Because we weren't aware of our power. We weren't aware of who we are. So we created from a lower perspective. We created from an energy that was dense. We created from an energy that was full of trauma. But the more you heal your shit, and the more you feel your emotions that you haven't felt in fucking years or decades, the more you're coming back home to yourself, the more you realize that you are God in a human vessel. So once you do that, you stop being scared of shit, because what's there to be scared about when you're a God and beautiful and free, and you can do whatever you want? Then you just feel happy when you have this realization. You're like, yeah, that's pretty fucking dope. I like that. So then you get really happy and excited about life. Life becomes magical and fun, and you have like all these synchronicities happening because you are creating all of this for yourself, and life just becomes magic, because life becomes this like adventure that every day is something new, something exciting, because life keeps on surprising you with the most beautiful gifts. And that's how life will be when you remember who you are. And then even the things that are hard to feel, the things that happen that hurt you, you're still gonna be able to deal with it, because you're like, okay, well, these are just emotions. Okay, I can feel some emotions, right? Like, I'm fucking God. I can feel emotions. You can do anything. So feeling some emotions is probably not that hard. And I mean, it's really hard because it's painful as fuck, but it's so rewarding, because it really, in the grand scheme of things, you feel your emotions for some period of time. I don't know. Maybe it's like 5 minutes, maybe it's a whole day, maybe it's a whole week, maybe it's a month. I don't fucking know how long it takes for an individual to transmute emotions. It's different for everyone, right? But then once you're done with it, it's over. Once you're done with feeling these emotions, then you no longer carry them around with you, and you no longer create from this energy. You no longer create experiences into your life where you would be faced with past trauma, because there is no more trauma within you that needs to be healed. So you're only gonna experience your nature, who you are, that wasn't traumatized like crazy, because you no longer carry this trauma. So then you're in your inherent nature, you're embodying your inherent nature, and that can only be a beautiful life experience because you are beautiful by nature. So I personally recommend feeling your emotions, because at the end of the day, they will liberate you. And also, even the hardest fucking emotions like grief, like sadness, which are different, right? They feel very different. But it's also such a beautiful experience, because you will feel for the first time really, like into its full intensity, what grief feels like, or what sadness feels like. And that is, not only is that the liberating thing about it, but it is also beautiful because you get to know yourself so much more, and you become more of a human, because you feel so deeply then. And the more grief and sadness and all of that stuff, and anger and jealousy and all of that stuff, when you let go of all of this, then you have gotten to know yourself on such a deep level, because you now know what it's like to feel sad. You now know what it's like to feel grief and everything. And that makes you so much more embodied, and makes you so much more in love with yourself, because you feel yourself so deeply. And the more you feel yourself, the more you remember who you are, which is unconditional love. So the more you love yourself, right? So the more you let go of dense emotions, the more in love with yourself you'll be. And the more fulfilled you'll feel, the more easy life becomes, the more magical life becomes. And the less scared you're gonna be from life, of life. And so that brings me back to the beginning. When life happens, after you let go of all of these suppressed emotions and all that, which, by the way, when you do that, you also start letting go of limiting beliefs about yourself, right? I always look at it like this, like there's like this breeding ground of unprocessed emotions, and on top of it, there grow these limiting beliefs. Like if there's a lot of shame, for example, then these beliefs grow from shame. Like the breeding ground of shame goes into beliefs like, oh, you're like a piece of shit or something, and that keeps repeating in your mind. That's what I used to tell myself all the time, which wasn't very helpful for my life experience. So I let go of the shame. I went to the root, and I felt all of this, and I basically dug the shame out of me. And then also the beliefs change about yourself, and you remember that, yes, you are indeed absolutely stunningly beautiful, and you are abundance embodied, and you're free by nature, and you are unconditional love. What can I say? So to live like this will make you less scared of life, obviously, and you're also gonna look at everything through a lens of beauty, because you just experience life to be beautiful, and so suddenly everything becomes beautiful. Which is pretty fucking cool. Like everything, just to me nowadays, I'm like, you know, I go out and I go, even if I feel like utter shit on that day, but the time that I spent out there in life, which I really want to do more, these short periods are like magic to me, because I see that all of this is my creation, you know what I mean? So I'm like, spotting certain things. It's like playing a game with yourself, and I'm spotting all of these things, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know why I manifested this, and blah 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 blah. And it's just like, and it's like the smallest details, and yeah, it's just so fun. And earlier I sat here and I was like, I had this realization. I was like, fuck, I'm living my dream. I have been living my dream, and this whole time I was still like, oh no, I need to do this, I need to do that in order to be able to live my dream, right? In order to be happy. But today I realized, no, I can be happy now. There's nothing I need to wait for. And I am indeed living my dream. I'm in fucking Thailand right now. Like, I mean, it's crazy that I manifested that for myself, because I never thought something like this is possible for me, I'm telling you. And so I'm just so in awe, and I just wish to scream it out into the world. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm screaming it out to the world. Okay, I'm hanging up. I'm sending you so much love, and stay blessed or something like that.